Good morning students. Today topic is relative clauses. Before learning relative clauses, what are relative pronouns? Relative pronouns is one of the pronouns. Okay. First one is personal pronoun. Based on personal pronouns, we have to discuss relative pronouns and then relative clauses. Understand? First of all, we have to discuss what are the personal pronouns. From the personal pronouns, we have to discuss relative pronoun, and finally we have to discuss relative clauses. Relative clauses. Understand? See, what are personal pronoun? First person singular number I, plural number we, second person singular number you, plural also you, third person singular number he, she, it. These are the personal pronouns. Based on personal pronouns, okay, relative pronouns should be formed in this way. For all pronouns except it, remaining pronouns are taking who, whose, whom. For example, we may ask the question about us. First of all, about me. See, who am I? Who are we? Who are they? Who are you? Who is she? Who is he? That means related to who. Whose book is this? Means the question belongs to personal pronoun. Okay. And whom do you ask? Whom do you ask means any one of the persons. Any one of the persons. Regarding it, what is it? What is it? What is there? Understand? Based on personal pronouns, we have to learn relative pronouns. In the place of which, in the relative clauses, we may use that. Okay. All questions are not relative pronouns. All questions are not relative pronouns. Remaining questions are also there. What are those? Why, where, how. Once we question ourselves, why are you coming here? Why refers to whom? Adverb of reason. Here, who is there? Who refers to means person. Why refers to reason. Okay, if you go through grammar, why refers to adverb of reason. Adverb of reason. And where refers to adverb of place. Where are you going now? Where refers to place. And final one is how. How refers to adverb of manner, frequency, quantity or quality. Okay. For example, regarding manner, how are you? How are you? Okay. How old are you? How much cost is this? How much weight is this quantity? Okay. Next, how many times do you come here? Frequency. So that remaining why, where, how, these are the question words not related to pronouns. Not related to pronouns. Understand? This is first one. This is part 1. In the part 2, in the second part, we have to discuss relative clauses. Relative clauses. According to relative clauses, these are the two types: defining relative clause and non-defining relative clause. Okay. Example 1. The man finished the work, he went to home. Okay, question that is, answer is the man who finished the work went to home. Okay, two sentences are written in one sentence using with relative pronoun who. Okay, previously what we said, who referred to human being. Okay, here who refers to the man. The man who finished the work went to home. Which is not suitable. Who only suitable. Understand? See, who finished the work means subordinate clause. The man went to home, that is main clause. That is main clause. Okay. Relative clauses, either defining or non-defining relative clauses, we may find subordinate clause and main clause. Subordinate clause and main clause. Now, second part, non-defining relative clause. Non-defining relative clause. Example 1. Nick has good parents. He is a good speaker. He is a good speaker. We may write as Nick, who has good parents, is a good speaker. Once here, who refers to whom? Nick. We know Nick. Nick is a proper noun, and we know something about him. Sometimes unknown person name will be given. Unknown person name will be given. Okay. So if there is any proper noun or relatives, we may apply comma after the proper noun, after the relatives. Relatives means only relations. My mother, my father. Okay, like that. Nick is a proper noun, so that we have to keep comma. Nick. Here who is applied in the place of Nick? It is a interrogative. Actually interrogative pronoun. Understand? Now what is the clause? Subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. Subordinate clause is combined with relative pronoun. Who. Here also subordinate clause is combined with who. Okay, for main clause and subordinate clause, here one pronoun is combining. Pronoun is combining. So that Nick, who has good parents, comma, is a good speaker. Understand? See here, we have to write two commas here. Nick, comma, who has good parents, comma, is a good speaker. Understand? This is the difference between defining relative clause, non-defining relative clause. Once see, listen again. Non-defining clause in the defining relative clause, difference is comma without comma. In the non-defining clause, we have to keep comma. In the defining clause, we don't use commas. In the same clauses, additional information is given. Once see, the man. For the man, additional information is given. What is that? Who finished the work? Went to home. Here, Nick. Additional information is given after the comma. That is the difference. Now, doubt is, when do we use comma? Answer, for proper nouns, particularly, and relations. We have to remind that defining and non-defining relative clause. Now part 3. Types of applying. See model 1. Nick is a motivational speaker, he is a torso. Nick is a motivational speaker, he is a torso. Okay. In the sentence, Nick is subject, he is a motivational speaker, predicate. In the second part, he is a subject, he is a torso, predicate. He is a torso, predicate. Okay. Now, Nick is a motivational speaker. Speaker is a noun. Which noun? Common noun. Who is the speaker? Means Nick. Okay. Now in the second part, he is a torso. He refers to whom? Speaker. Okay. Now if you want to combine with relative pronoun who, should apply with, in the place of he, should apply with who. Once see, Nick is a motivational speaker. Who is a torso. Now, in the place of full stop and pronoun, we have to delete. We have to remove. Understand? In the place of full stop and he, you should apply who. Now read once. Nick is a motivational speaker. Who is a torso? Who is a torso is a subordinate class. Okay. Nick is a motivational speaker is a main class. Understand? Now you may separate in the first part Nick, remaining part predicate, write in last. See, Nick first one is a motivational speaker written last. In the second part is a torso written here. Okay. See, Nick, who is a torso, is a motivational speaker. Otherwise, Nick after may apply relative pronoun who. See, Nick who in the place of between Nick and his should apply who. That means Nick, who is a motivational speaker, is a torso. Okay. So this is, again listen. This is a model 1, question number 1 only. Types are 3. This is also correct. This is also correct. This is also correct. In the examination, question is non-defining relative pronoun, then you should apply commas. Either this one, both are correct. Okay. Without mentioning non-defining related clauses, you may write this one also. You may write this one or this one. Both are correct. Okay. Three answers are correct. You may write any one of them in the examination. If they mention non-defining related clause, then definitely we have to use commas. Okay. For this one, 3 types of answers are there. For second model, 2 answers are here. Kene is beautiful. What is beautiful? According to parts of speech, this is adjective, not a noun. So that in the middle of 2 sentences, don't apply who. Okay. Kene is beautiful. She has good nature. Answer is Kene. Okay, here. Who is beautiful as good nature? Kene, who is beautiful as good nature. Kene, comma, who is beautiful, comma, as good nature. This is answer 1. You may take second part. She means who? Who is she? Kene. So that I have written Kene. After that I kept who. Kene, who has good nature. In the place of she, Kene, who has a good nature, comma, we write second part. What is there? Is beautiful. In the first part, in the first sentence, second part is beautiful. We have to keep last one. In this example, we have 2 types of answer. For this one is not suitable here because here adjective is there, here noun is there. In the place of noun, we have applied who. After the noun, we have applied relative pronoun who. After deleting full stop and he. Understand? And third one, Nick passed 10th class. He completed degree. According to order, timeline order or chronological order, Nick who passed 10th completed degree. Nick who passed 10th completed degree. Understand? Regarding whose. See example. Nick is a good speaker. His eyes are attractive. And say here is, her, their. Okay. Like those words are called possessive adjective, possessive adjunct. In this we are calling. Understand? Now in the place of is, we have to apply whose. Very easy. Understand? Then you should apply full stop. You should remove full stop also. See again answer. Nick is a good speaker whose eyes are attractive. What do you understand? What do you observe here is, in the place of is, we have applied whose and we have deleted full stop. Now, meaning is suitable. Meaning is suitable. Next one regarding whom. He was a dangerous man. I saw him yesterday. He was a dangerous man. I saw him yesterday. See, answer is he was a dangerous man whom I saw yesterday. Okay, for this situation, applying of whom should delete him. Sometimes her will be given. Okay, like that. Such kind of objective case, objective pronouns. Okay, those should be deleted. See, now meaning is he was a dangerous man whom I saw yesterday. Okay, next final one. This is very easy. I saw a book. It was very interesting. It was very interesting. Now, book is what is noun. It is used as in the place of noun, so that is a personal pronoun. Okay, then immediately write, we should delete full stop, we should write it in the place of it, write that down. See, I saw a book that was very interesting. Okay, it is very simple. In the place of that, we may apply which also. Once read, last one, I saw a book which was very interesting. Okay, in the examination, they will ask either that or which. Applying are same. Understand?